Hi students and friends, welcome to the channel Learn and Teach by Ayaz. This is your host and teacher Sayyid Ayazuddin Haider. So students, we were doing May-June 2023 paper 0620 and I'm done till question number 20. So I will continue from question number 21. Which row describes a similarity and a difference between chlorine and bromine? Chlorine and bromine belongs to group 7. This is chlorine and bromine and this is group 7. Choice A. Both are gases at room temperature and pressure. Both of these are not gases at room temperature and pressure. Only chlorine is gas and bromine exists in the liquid state. So A is incorrect. B. Both exist as diatomic molecules. Chlorine is more dense than bromine. Well, both exist as diatomic molecule. This statement is correct, but chlorine is less dense than bromine. The reason is that chlorine is gas and bromine is liquid, which means that chlorine has low density than bromine. So this statement is also incorrect. C. Both have atoms with 7 outer shell electrons. This statement is also correct. Only bromine will react with aqueous sodium chloride. This is incorrect. The reason is that bromine is below chlorine and the reactivity trend is that the reactivity decreases down the group. Only one statement is left, so this must be the right statement. I'm reading the statement. Both react with aqueous potassium iodide. Yes, both will react because chlorine and bromine both are above iodine. Difference, chlorine is more reactive than bromine. This is also correct. So these two statements are correct, both similarity and difference. Number 22, which statement describes transition elements? So here we are having transition elements in the middle of the periodic table. Transition elements. They have high densities and high melting points. This statement looks correct to me. For your convenience, I am reading the other statements. They have high densities and low melting points. This is incorrect. C. They have low densities and high melting points. This is also incorrect. D. They have low densities and low melting points. This is also incorrect. So only choice A is correct. 23. Which gas is made when powdered zinc is added to dilute hydrochloric acid? This is the reaction between acid and metal. Zinc is a metal. Hydrochloric acid is an acid. So whenever acid reacts with metal, hydrogen gas is produced. So this one is very easy. C will be the right answer. Number 24. The diagram represents the structure of a solid. This solid looks alloy. As you can see, different size atoms are in this diagram. Which solid does the diagram represent? So we have only brass that can be represented by this diagram. Neither graphite nor sodium chloride can be represented by this diagram. So B will be the right answer in this case. Number 25. Steel is an alloy of iron. Which statement explains why steel is stronger than iron? Steel contains carbon, which is very hard substance. This is wrong because carbon is soft. B. The carbon atoms in steel bond together very strongly. Now the carbon atoms are not bonded very strongly in steel. they are mixed to form an alloy steel. So B is also incorrect. C, the carbon atoms in steel make the iron atoms bond together very strongly. So they are not making the iron atoms uh, bonding stronger. They just increase or changes the properties of the steel, like high carbon and low carbon steel. Due to the addition of different contents of carbon, the properties of steel is altered. So this is also incorrect. Only D is correct. The carbon atoms prevent layers of iron atoms from sliding over each other. This is correct because it's an alloy. Steel is an alloy, and alloy you have different size atoms prevent the layers of metal atoms from sliding over each other. Moving to question number 26. Three students X, Y, and Z are told that a solid P reacts with dilute acids and also conducts electricity. The table shows the students' suggestions about the identity of P. X, copper, Y, iron, Z, zinc. Which students are correct? Now they are saying the solid P reacts with dilute acid. So copper will not react with dilute acid, it will react with concentrated acid. So obviously choice A and B is incorrect. What about Y? Iron. Yes, iron, it will react with dilute acid because it is above hydrogen in the reactivity series. Copper is below hydrogen in the reactivity series. So iron will definitely react with dilute acid, and it will also conduct electricity. In fact, all these three are conductors of electricity. Good conductor of electricity. So what about Z? Z is graphite. Z is graphite. Graphite does not react with dilute acid, only conduct electricity. So C will be the right answer in this case. Number 27. Which statement explains why aluminium appears to be unreactive? We all know that aluminium forms a protective oxide layer which prevents its further reaction. So it's coated in an oxide layer. This is the only correct answer for this question. Number 28, during the electrolysis of aluminium oxide, the mass of the carbon anode changes. Which row describes the change and gives a reason for this change? Choice A, mass change of the anode. The mass change of the anode is that it will decrease. So either A is correct or B is correct. Both C and D is incorrect because in C and D, they mentioned the increase in mass of the anode. I've already told you that try to narrow down your choices. Now you are left with A and B. So it becomes easier to choose between these two. Now let's see the reasons. For choice A, carbon reacts to form carbon dioxide. This looks correct to me. B, carbon dissolves in molten cryolite. This is wrong because carbon does not dissolve molten cryolite. Uh, uh, Carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. So only A will be the right answer for this question. Question number 29. Several processes are used to treat domestic water. Which row identifies a reason for the given process? Chlorination, reason removes impurities. This is wrong. B, filtration removes insoluble solid. This looks correct to me. For your convenience, I am reading the other statements. Process sedimentation, it removes soluble solid. This is wrong. It removes fine particles. Use of carbon kills bacteria. So this is also wrong. Only choice B will be the right answer. What is the equation for photosynthesis? You know the equation of photosynthesis involves the reaction between carbon dioxide and water to produce glucose and oxygen. So only choice B will be the right answer in this case. 31. Which statement describes how these CH bonds in methane gas in the atmosphere contribute to global warming? You know that methane gas is a greenhouse gas. It absorbs thermal energy from the earth and emit all this energy towards the uh, emit some of this energy towards the earth. So choice D will be the right answer in this case. 32. The structural formula of two hydrocarbons are shown. These are the two hydrocarbons. Which statement about the hydrocarbons is correct? A, they are both alkenes. No, they are not alkenes, so this is incorrect. B, they decolorize aqueous bromine. This is also incorrect. They don't have any carbon-carbon double bond. If you draw the displayed formula for this one, I am writing for your convenience. First one, we have 4 carbon, 2, 3, 4. You can see we don't have any carbon-carbon double bond here, so it will not decolorize aqueous bromine. I will draw the other structure also. I am not showing the hydrogen atoms. The bonds are of hydrogen atoms. So both of these doesn't have any carbon-carbon double bond, though they don't decolorize aqueous bromine. See, they are structural isomers. Yes, this is correct. They are structural isomers. You can see the difference in the structure. They have same molecular formula but different structure. If you write the molecular formula, you will get this C4H10 for both of these. Number D, they undergo addition reaction. This is also incorrect. The reason is that for addition reaction, there must be at least one carbon-carbon double bond in the structure. Number 33, the structure formula of compound Q is given. What is compound Q? So if you look at the structure, this part is alkanoate. And this part is alkyl coming from the alcohol. So how many carbons? 1, 2, 3. So it must be propyl. Propyl. What about the alkanoate? Alkanoate is coming from carboxylic acid. So how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have propyl butanoate. This must be propyl butanoate. So C must be the right answer for this question. Number 34. The fractional distillation of petroleum is shown. Which fraction contains hydrocarbons with the longest chain length? You know that at the bottom of the distillation column, the hydrocarbon must have longest carbon chain. So D will be the right answer in this case. This one is the easiest one. 35. Which equation represents the cracking of an alkane? Whenever you crack an alkane, you will either get smaller alkane plus alkene or alkene plus hydrogen gas. So only choice D seems to be correct to me, because in choice 1, cracking produces only one molecule. This is wrong. Choice B, this is the addition reaction. This is also incorrect. C, decomposition giving carbon and hydrogen gas. This is also incorrect. D will be the right answer in this case. Number C, 36. What is the structure of the product of the reaction of propene with bromine? So I'm drawing the displayed formula of propene here. So propene is this. This is propene. 1, 2, 3. There must be one carbon-carbon double bond. It's propene. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are hydrogen atoms. Placing the hydrogen atoms. So when you react this with bromine, this is bromine, Br, you will get this. 1, 2, 3. There must be 2 bromine. beside hydrogen atoms. So one of these structure must be having bromine atoms on two adjacent carbon atoms. Remember, so C will be the right answer because you see bromine is placed on two adjacent carbon atoms. B can't be the right answer because double bond still there. A also can't be the right answer because you are getting this by addition of HBr, not bromine, that is Br. This is incorrect. D, you can't get D. The reason is that position of Br, both of these Br, they are not on adjacent carbon atoms. They are on one and first and third position. So this is also incorrect. Question number 37. In reaction R, 2000 molecules of CH2 react to form a single molecule X only. So it looks that it's forming a polymer. This is a reaction involving polymerization. So we have 2000 molecules of CH2 is, or CH2 double bond, CH2 is alkene, ethene, it's in fact ethene, and we are getting X. X is the polymer and CH2 double bond, CH2 is the monomer. Which term describes reaction R, CH2 double bond, CH2 and X? So reaction R is addition reaction and CH2 double bond, CH2 is monomer, X is the polymer. So A will be the right answer. Number 38. Part of the structure of a polymer is shown. The polymer is given. Which statements about the polymer are correct? Number 1, the polymer is nylon. It can't be nylon. The reason is that nylon is produced when diamine reacts with either dicarboxylic acid or diacyl chloride. So it means you must have an H bond on a molecule on a one repeating unit, both side of the one repeating unit. So you're not getting NH on both sides. You have C double bond O and NH on one side. So this can't be the nylon. Number 2, the polymer is formed by condensation polymerization. This is correct. So the reason is that it is formed by the condensation polymerization whenever diamine reacts with dicarboxylic acid or the other polymers of this kind. They are produced, they undergo condensation polymerization. They are produced along with the release of a simple molecule like water, H2O, or hydrogen chloride. So this statement is correct. Third, there are ester linkages between the monomers. So this is wrong. This is the linkage, which is not ester. This is polyamide. So this statement is also incorrect. So only 2 is correct. So C will be the right answer in this case. 39, the concentration of acids and alkalis can be determined by titration. Which pieces of equipment are needed to perform a titration? We need pipette, we need burette. You don't need thermometer. 1, you don't need this gas setting. So D will be the right answer in this one. The last one, which chromatogram shows how the RF value of a substance is calculated? Now you want to calculate the RF value. So what is the formula of RF? RF, distance traveled by the solute, distance traveled by the solute divided by distance traveled by solvent. So in this case, B seems to be the right answer. You see, RF value for Y is calculated by dividing Y by X. X is the distance traveled by the solvent and Y is the distance traveled by the solute Y. Thanks for watching. Press like and share my videos. For more videos, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon.